Hello and welcome to this cosy campfire on the edge of Evening Star for what will be our level 22 episode of Purple Rage. I think it's fair to say our good start has been rocked a little bit by the recent quests. I tried going into the Red Fens, managed to complete only one. Failed on the Refuge of the Ancestors because the main one, Vietcha, died, and failed also on the one with all the scorpions because they just overwhelmed me and I couldn't heal enough to get through. Couldn't heal and couldn't damage enough. Although the with them surrounding us, the whirlwind attack is very good because it hits everything in that circle. So that was a sad defeat. The Jungle of Khyber was a bit of a mixed bag. We did superbly against the two of the three bosses at the end. I managed to use the little dart to get the two melee ones to come to me, well out of the way of the big beholder who stayed in the original room. And I hammered both of those with the stun. The follow-up thing just annihilated them. And I'm there, just as I was there feeling very pleased with myself, the big beholder went and did 17 neg levels for us. And that just about did it. We did manage to jib us up and finish that one. The Marut at the end was an absolute nightmare, killing us faster than we could kill it with all the damage resistance it has. So I was restricted to chucking the boosts on, putting everything I had into it, running away, healing up because we're a little bit faster than it, thankfully, and rinse and repeat. It took me about 3 or 4 of those to get the damn thing down, so that was awful. We didn't do so bad in the Haywire Foundry, that was pretty good, steady away. What else has happened? What's this here? Bonus. Oh yes, just thinking about. I've removed the trip from the bar now because it's obviously not working at all in Epic. I did look back on the first video we made, the Borderlands, and there are examples of it working there. But since then, I don't get it. It's older content, and we just haven't had any joy whatsoever. So there's something strange going on there. I don't no idea what. I mean the trip save is very competitive. It's actually higher than our stunning blow save, which is working very well, albeit on a different save, fortitude instead of reflex. But it didn't seem to make that much of a difference in heroic. So yeah, moan, complain, complain, complain. Okay, what else do we have? Um, I think I mentioned already I'd re-added the Raging Crush just for a bit of nice single target damage. I have noticed that also takes our strike through, which is nice, so we can hammer a couple of them in front of us. Maybe a stun and then a Raging Crush is a nice combo for big damage. Um, Level 22, we took perfect two-handed fighting, so we've now got extra strike through chance. 230 we're up to, so we hit 3 targets every time and sometimes 4, and a bit more damage as well on that. So I thought that was a nice one to take for that level. I'm noticing, talking about problems against bosses, our Dire Charge, the Dreadnought special attack, does asunder, doesn't it, at the moment? And reading up, as well as lowering armor class, which I'm not that interested in, it's supposed to reduce the enemy fortification by 25% for 6 seconds. So although it's only a short time, against a boss when we've got the haste boost going, it might be worthwhile just chucking that in every now and again. So I'll try and remember to do that. get a few. I seem to have noticed a few more crits after that's been hit. So could be just my imagination, but I'm gonna give it a go anyway. I'm just noticing there the save 52. Oh yes, because these start at 10, don't they? And I think that starts at 20 base. So that's gonna be in Reaper. If that's a 63, something like that, that would be a 73. So that's going to get really tasty. We just need to get one more level, and then that's going to start making a trip. So we're going to, ironically, the trip that doesn't work, we're hopefully going to get our trip back in the form of this dire charge, which is an AoE as well, and does do a bit of damage. So hope springs eternal for that. If we can just make it to 23, because we are struggling a little bit at the moment, as I mentioned. Only one out of the 3 quests in the Red Fens was a success. That was a bit of a nightmare. We did a bit better in the Von ones, and I've come here to try and have a go at the start of the Evening Star 1, because we haven't done that yet. In other news, you notice me having a look for the Pale Lavender Ion Stone. Well, I finally bit the bullet. I thought to myself, what's the point you having all these shards stacked up? I never re-roll anything with them. I never waste them doing something like that. I hold on to them religiously, and I'm thinking, well, this is the occasion, isn't it? You absolutely loathe farming. Go to the Dreaming Dark area and get this thing upgraded, because I noticed in my bank I had one of these, is it Crystal Disc of Dreams that you use to upgrade the Ion Stone in the Dreaming Dark quest. So I just had to go through through that chain on the island there to access that quest. Take my Ion Stone and the disc in there. Use the Dream Forge thing at the end. For God's sake, don't try that on a high level, because that purple thing at the end is horrible. I just went in on normal and just coasted through it. And now we have, finally, an upgraded Pale Lavender Ion Stone. Sadly, too late for the beholders this time around, but you never know. It could come in handy. Certainly in the future it will. There's been times in every life where I've bemoaned our lack of this, so I think it's a nice thing to have. Right, let's get on with the job at hand, eh? We're gonna go for the. Well, I'll just show you where we're at with the epic destinies. I've just pushed on a little bit with the Dreadnought, so we've got a couple of extra action boosts now. It's important, if we're gonna stay on this strategy, to make the most out of these. I think I have been doing. I'm pretty much used to sort of looking for them every time there's a group comes along, so we can hit the haste, hit the death frenzy, look for the whirlwind attack. And it's on such a short cooldown, that thing as well. We need to make the most of that. Okay, let's see if we can redeem ourselves a little bit, because I think it's fair to say, after a promising start, we're floundering just a little bit. Although maybe with that extra two-handed fighting, the perfect one, maybe that'll just give us the little bit of a lift we need to push on a bit now. Be a bit more effective. Read, die a little bit less. Of course, we did have options. I know one of you said already that you like to go in the much tankier tree. Is it the Occult Slayer? And even in the tree where we are, the Berserker, that was a multi-selector. The other one was some kind of ticking healing thing. I just thought it might get nerfed by Reaper mode, so I wasn't that keen. But yeah, we certainly have had options. I've gone with mostly offense, and maybe I'm paying the price a bit for that. And perhaps paying the price as well for not going in the Fury tree, because that would have some options for like one-click deletion, I think.
Where is it? The priestess demands. Do not play games, fool.
What's going on here? Okay. Where's she gone now? What? Notice the untyped damage at the end becomes more significant when we hit the death frenzy, as it gives us more imbue dice.
The magic takes effect. The priestess's wounds vanish. Fresh health glowing on her face. With that, the priestess is gone. Her words.
Can I just wait
ring
until
in your
she's
ears.
gone?
If I see you again,
Or
I will
maybe
sacrifice every last hostage. Stealth will be required if you wish to avoid more consideration.
Crikey, she's back. That's not good. Can I get rid of the wizard?
You have caught the priestess.
Yeah, okay.
She will not stop
Can I
until
drag
you
her
have
away
defeated
from the
fled
prisoners?
to the entryway.
If she comes in here to fight me, then surely that's a good thing. Get the boost going. Go on, do it. Try and remember the Sunder. Yeah, I did alright there with the keeping the things on the cooldown and using most of it.
And these were not the last innocents to be lost.
I'd be interested to see if after I hit the Sunder there, we got more crits than we were getting before. Anyway, that's a half decent start. Needed a little bit of a morale booster after the trials and tribulations we've been having.
The realm of Cormier is known by some as the Forest Kingdom. Others call it the Land of the Purple Dragon. 'Tis after an old tale of a black dragon so old his scales had washed plumb, whom Cormier vanquished with arrows, order, and cunning.
Now then, I'm never quite sure which way to go at this point. There's one section that goes through a hollowed out log, isn't there? I think this is a different area, a different way we've gone. But this path looks pretty good to me. Got some signs of civilization up ahead. Okay, let's not get thrown into going the wrong way. I think it's this way. Yeah, that's it. That little house up on top of the wall, there's another kind of a guide. There's a little XP thing here, isn't there?
The Drow are linked to the Darkening, though just how remains clouded even to me. Still, ye cannot help but notice that where the Drow go in the forest, the Darkening follows. And when the Drow retreat, so too
Now, where's the
does
path?
the Darkening.
Just got to find the road. That's it. If we can just follow that, I think we've cracked one of my favourite little sections of the game. The view across here to this waterfall. Do like that. Another little stone there.
It is not true that I always see the future. I look at life's vast tapestry and try to see the gaps where threads are missing.
Destroy the drown supplies.
cannot
Shall we
always
destroy the
find
drown supplies? Why not? Okay.
The abandoned village is very quiet. Even the air is still. An unnatural chill hangs in the air. Something is very wrong here.
Try and remember all the little boosts.
A lone drow seems uninterested by your presence. He makes no move to attack you as you approach.
Put the big raging crush in there.
The drow have ravaged the village cemetery. It's a wonder if any graves have been. The drow are pillaging this village for more than just supplies. You must not allow them to bolster their ranks.
Now these undeads are going to be immune to our stunning blow, sadly. In heroic times we would have used the trip on them, but sadly that's no longer possible. Oh, Reaper. Oh, got the big shot in on the Reaper. That was nice. That was the Raging Crush too. I think that was a good idea to get that back into the equation. How much health has he got? Oh, he's dead. Okay.
Crush the rest and let the dead rest in peace.
Oh, that's gonna be a new record. The old 1, 2, 7,000 stun and then Raging Crush, like that. I'm guessing that's pretty poor compared to what we could be doing if we were in the Adrenaline Destiny. But I will compare to what we could do before against what we can do now. Still using the Odd Blood Tribute when under fire, especially when I don't want to interrupt a haste or like a beatdown of a boss or something like that. No, have I missed the... Oh, he's there. Okay. He's taken a nice pummeling there. I think I missed him with the crush though, that's sad. Still, pretty good, pretty good. I'll take that. Can we open this without being shot? Nope. Okay. You asked for it. Well, I think we looked pretty good in those two. Not the toughest of quests, but you can only do what's put in front of you, can't you? Right now we need a little bit of a morale booster. I think it's a kind of a balancing act, this build. Try to make sure the outgoing damage is more than the incoming, and so the whatever it is we're up against dies before we do. So I'm pretty confident the third one is going to be the toughest of the three. And just make sure we're going the right way. Yeah, more or less. Actually, the last one, the Battle for Evening Star, might well be the toughest of the lot. In that one, it just depends what happens with that priestess that keeps respawning. If you don't kill everything that's around her, that can be a real pest. Although I suppose in our case, at least we're not running out of mana or anything like that. We could run out of boosts, I suppose, but we do have plenty to go at. Okay, let's get stuck in. I don't think we have anything that we can use to free the slaves from the collars, so we're just going to go gung-ho here, not try and isolate the slavers, because we've no single target stuff really anyway. So let's just go in and hammer the buggers.
This temple has not been used for worship since the goddess Mistra vanished years ago. Yet fresh footprints in the dark. There are humans here, and if the drow calls out to you. They were examining a satchel before you interrupted. This is Ada's backpack.
Oh, okay.
Definitely the drow were using those captured humans as living weapons, enforcing their obedience with magical collars.
Fear Reaper.
In order to free them, you would need to spot or listen for their hiding monsters.
Keep pushing.
There are muffled voices beyond the door.
Hammer everybody.
The slaver continues to hide. His voice echoes. Whatever this temple once was, the drow are now using it to corral their captors.
Don't know if this is a necessary one or an optional, but I've always gone in here, so we're going to go in here again.
Is long gone. Her scrolls are still protected from the ravages of time. They contain powerful.
Oh, a nice Raging Crush again. That's turning into a real good one for us.
So this isn't just a slave camp. The drow are plundering this temple for Mistra's secrets. They're looking for this thread of the weave.
Yeah, I think we might have to have that key on this. Maybe you can pick the lock if you have a roguey type. This is where I think we're going to struggle with these damn spell ward things. But we had no choice but to close with them up here, because how else are we going to kill them? Tried to put the dodge boost on there against the Plague Reaper.
The drow have installed
Nice job.
a series of gates to guarantee that
Oops, wrong
newly
key.
captured slaves cannot escape.
I think we just end up pulling all three of these. I'm not really au fait with what does what in here. But I do know there's a wizard down there we could try to free. we don't kill him first. Oh, we can't free him, can we? Oh, strength check. Oh, I didn't realise there was a strength check involved. So yes, we can. So all those poor sods we've killed, we could have actually freed some of them. Oh, you silly bugger. Don't tell me I can't pull this again, please. Thank you. I can never work out how to do this except with the hireling to pull that thing there. Get all the little buffs back up. So that's where the nice AoE from the whirlwind comes in handy, because rather than just hitting 3 or 4, it hits everything.
A drow voice echoes down from the chamber ahead.
Girl, what is the nature of your magic? What is L22's plan? Where is the thread of the weave? Speak!
Go on. Don't like being next to those spell wards. Okay, not bad. Could have been better, but not desperate.
There's Anna. But
So we know if we can down the slaver here, we could possibly save 1 or 2 of these with our strength.
It just happened.
No matter. You and your magic belong to me, slave. Now use it to kill these intruders. No doubt they think I haven't noticed them skulking around.
Having said that, with the AoE we have,
No.
I don't think there are
What am I
many going to
doing?
survive,
I
are there?
can't stop myself.
Yeah, we've butchered most of them. Should we take the shrine? We could do, why not? Refresh the boosts.
Anna's newfound power shatters the drow barrier with almost
Gear-wise, by the way, I think I made it clear anyway, but there'll be no changes from here until the cap.
unexplained magic or not. Need your help
The
to
one
get
thing I
out.
might do when we get to 29, I might look for either an axe or, well, probably a falchion actually. Maybe the Barovian falchion to bump up our damage a little bit at that level. But that seems a long way off right now. We got some more here.
You've seen Torin? And Cornwall? I hope they're all right. Stupid Torin. If we
How many
hadn't
more do we
listened to
need?
him,
3.
we'd never-
We
This
might
was
be
once
able
the
to...
grand
Oh,
cathedral of
sugar, there's a
Mistress Temple,
plague reaper down
where
there.
throngs of
Can we just
worshippers
sneak
sang
out to the
praises
side
of the
here
goddess
without
of magic.
attracting it all?
Though the goddess of magic vanished long ago, Mistress Altar here still remains.
Yes, come on, Anna.
It looks
Exit
like there's
stage
something
left.
strange about the wall behind the altar.
It's brave of you to stay so close. This magic could misfire. It might kill you, like the drow who ambushed us. Do you think Elminster might help me control it? I'll be sure to ask him. We may get out of here.
Well, where's Anna? I think
Anna
she's...
glows with magic and her injuries disappear. Doesn't look like any healing
No,
spell
no,
you've
don't go
seen.
back there. Follow.
Anna's
Follow
power
me.
is keeping her alive.
I'm terrible with these NPCs.
Turin thought we might find the
Getting
thread of
them
the
killed
weave
or
here.
losing them
Whatever it
outright.
is. All we found were more drow.
Thankfully,
were
at least
here, they'd
this
have
one
found them and
can't
left.
die, at least. I hope not.
I'm afraid they'll never leave. Not till another rest
Okay,
shrine.
shrine, not
If we
needed.
get separated, let's meet back here.
That's it, do it. Get stuck in, beautiful. I should have maybe left this to Anna. And she clearly handled it better than I have. A silly boy healing under a plague.
You know, I'm scared to go home now. With these powers, what if I hurt my friend? What if I kill Turin? And if I don't go home? I can fight. That's what I can do. I can master this magic. Elminster will help me, and I'll use it against the
We're
drow.
almost
because
there, aren't we?
Another drow magical barrier. Anna should be able to make quick work of it. At the back of the
Right then,
ring
yeah, there's going to be a
stands
lot of
strange creature.
incoming
A
here,
barrier
isn't there?
appears in
Missile
front of the
fire and all
dragon.
sorts of stuff.
You've done some serious damage to my
One
slave
option, whoa! One option we did have
plenty of slaves.
would have been to, if we weren't having the one level of fighter, we could have possibly gone into the Vistani tree for the deflect missiles and the haste boost, which is a pretty standard play for anybody who doesn't have haste natively in one of their trees.
Furious Strider comes after you himself.
Come at us, matey. We are ready.
Insult to love.
My word, Anna, keep him there. Apologies for the phone in the background. I'll silence that when I get a chance.
Anna thanks you once again.
I can make it back to Evening Star now that you've taken care of the drow. I'll tell Elminster about my new abilities. I'm sure he can help me.
Okay, so not too bad. I won't go as far as to include the battle for Evening Star. I think this is enough just to show where we're at. It's nice just to redress the balance a little bit, because we certainly had been struggling up to this point. Maybe the perfect two-handed fighting has helped us somewhat damage-wise. Okay, so we just have to open the portal to the second stage, don't we, to the Shindelin before we go. Let's see if I can remember which way to... I think it's round this side, isn't it? I think it's all the way down at the bottom. So it could be going a little bit further that way. I wouldn't fancy this on a proper horse. We're almost 45 degrees to the angle of the slope there. Oh, hello.
I am pleased Loth's
Little
schemes
bonus.
have created the bridge between our worlds. For that brought ye here in our time of need. I shall not beg thee for assistance. Let me merely mention that Eberron will surely disappear into the demon web if Loth's plans are left unchecked.
And another one. It's a
The
pretty
darkening creeps
standard thing
across
for me,
Faerun,
by the way, to do
borne by the
the
drow from the Underdark.
the Evening
This
Star
threatens both our
chains and
worlds,
the
so I think
5
it only right
Evening
that
Star
visitors
sagas
such as
on the way to
these
an epic
stand the
life. I
vanguard
just
in
find
this
it more
fight.
enjoyable basically doing everything once, every piece of epic content, not touching the legendary ones. Oh, hello. You a named creature or just... You had a chest. Ah, so it's not really a wings that, it's it has to have a target for you to do the rush forward. I see. Almost committed a real mess there and ran over the edge without the feather fall, which would have been somewhat of an embarrassment because I wouldn't have known how to get back up. Almost there.
The drow have fought
If we
with
just
myth
go through there, then we can recall and we have access to that now for the second part of the chain when we want it. Yeah, I thought, given how hit and miss, more miss than hit, the recent quests have been, all of which have been more or less at level, I think I thought those went okay. Pretty pleased with that, all told. There's still room for a disaster in the last one, but that's going to be off camera, so it will be less painful if it does happen. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. So the plan is to finish that that first chain, and I think we've still got the odd 21 to go. Yeah, there's a couple in the 12, aren't there? Kind of a big deal, and the other man's treasure, which I quite like to do. And then there's the sands, isn't there? I think they're level 22, although without a DDO I don't think I'll do whisking. I'll just do offer of blood in there. And I've still got to finish the Lords of Dust chain. I've just done the first one of that, so there's plenty to go at. Hopefully as the levels tick by we'll get stronger. We've another nice one coming at 24, haven't we? The overwhelming critical would normally have taken at 21, but we had the whirlwind attack there. Okay, enough waffle for one episode. Thank you very much as always for looking. I'll try and keep us on the straight and narrow until the next time. Take care.